Most network marketers don't fail because they don't work hard enough. Trust me, I've been doing this for 12 years. And I know a lot of people who tried really hard and just didn't have success. But most people fail because they come into network marketing with a list of about 100 names. And that 100 names doesn't go very far, especially if you're working hard. Yes, to be successful in this industry, you got to put in the elbow grease. You have to work hard. That's something that some people can't get over. But the problem is that even if you're the hardest worker, once you run out of names, if you don't have a way to go out and generate a new list of names on a daily basis, you're never going to achieve your desired results. Now, I'm coming to you from experience understanding this. When I first joined my network marketing business in 2012, I went really fast. I talked to a lot of people and I talked to them as fast as I could. Give you a little story and illustrate that for you. Me and one of my best friends, Jordan, joined the same company together at about the same time. I beat him out by about a week in enrolling. He was saving up the money. I saved it up a little bit faster. I got in first. We were both introduced at the same time by the same person. And that guy let the second person get enrolled by the first person. So because I beat Jordan out, I was able to enroll first. I enrolled him. Now that's cool, except for now there was a healthy competition between us because me and Jordan had a lot of mutual friends. And he was bound and determined to talk to all of these people before I could. And I was also bound and determined to talk to as many of them before he could. We did have friends that didn't overlap. And yes, we were on the same team because he was part of my downline. So it was a win-win for me if he enrolled him anyways. But if you know anything about network marketing, you have to have width. And that's where a lot of people struggle in network marketing. I was able to find a good strong leg and build it out really fast. I grew exponentially. It was absolutely crazy how everything was going. But the problem came was when I started to run out of people. Now, what they tell you in network marketing, most of my upline told me this: go to networking events, start talking to people at the gym, start talking to people. I was a bartender, talking to people while you're bartending. All these different ways that you can go out and increase your database, right? Well, that's cool, but I could only talk to maybe one or two people a night while I was working. It was always a little awkward because I felt like I was trying to sell one of my customers to come set up a meeting with me outside of work to join my opportunity. So I didn't like doing it too much. I was very uh, careful with the way I tiptoed around that. I absolutely hate networking events. I've never once gone to a networking event. I've probably been to 20 or 30. I never ever felt comfortable in those situations. I'm the type of person where I have to kind of warm up to a room for a little while before I start to feel like myself. So you put me in a situation like that, and the event's what, like an hour, 2 hours long. It isn't until the last half an hour before I really start to open up, feel a little bit more like myself, and can actually network with people. So networking events, they're kind of out for me. Then it comes to meeting people out in your daily life. Now, that I'm really good at. I was able to talk to a lot of people, from the ladies at Dunkin' Donuts to people at the gym, people that I saw every day working the register at the local supermarket. And I did really well with that. I enrolled a lot of customers. But in those situations, I was talking to people who didn't have aspirations to have a side business. They didn't like where they were at, maybe, but they didn't have the desire or the motivation or the confidence, maybe. There's probably a lot of reasons for it. So I don't want to pigeonhole any of those people into a certain situation, but there's a lot of reasons that they just weren't the right fit. Now, looking forward into the future, I started to figure things out. I started studying marketing. I used my experience in network marketing and starting to build websites and building funnels to start a small marketing agency. We didn't grow it too big, but we did do some websites for different people. And it gave me a reason to go and study more and more what marketing is all about. And get to about 2 years ago, I came across some people on YouTube, of all places. You're seeing me on YouTube right now, of people that had figured it out. And they were explaining the ways that they were going out and they were using social media to generate new leads. Now, what's really cool about this is that if you do it right, you're going to be bringing people into your sphere of influence, into uh, your friends list, or however you want to look at it, making connections with them that actually do aspire to have a new job or a side business, or are looking to make an exit from the career that they've developed, and want to change their life. And it really comes down to that. When you're trying to grow your network marketing business, I'm sure if you're watching this and you're in network marketing, you know that just signing up customers is going to give you some income, but you're never going to be able to grow a massive business and get paid retirement type income. Now we're talking enough money for you to quit your job type income by just enrolling customers. The only people that I've had in my business, and like I said, I have a pretty large business, but the only people that I have in my business that have been able to do that were chiropractors, doctors, um, massage therapists, people that worked in the medical industry, because they have a lot of influence over people and their decisions on what products they use to improve their health. And that makes sense. I work in a health and wellness network marketing company. But I didn't have a health and wellness influence in my life. I was known as Chris the bartender. People like to come to hang out with me when they want to party. So if I in turn start giving them health advice, it's really awkward and it's not what they're looking at me for. So I had to build this through bringing on distributors, teaching people how to grow a business. And what's good about that is that that's actually the faster way to grow a business that's going to enable you to quit your job. The thing with bringing on distributors is they'll go talk to other people, they'll enroll customers, and they'll enroll other distributors. The difference is when you enroll a customer, they might have a couple referrals for you. Say they have great results with the products. They tell their mom, their Aunt Lisa, their spouse. You get a few other customers out of it possibly, but it kind of dies there. It doesn't expand at any sort of rate, definitely not the way that it does with talking to distributors. So let's talk about the shift that I'm making, the shift that I made over the last 2 years, and that I'm really starting to get deep into developing right now. To grow your business and attract new people, you have to have systems in place to be able to achieve this. You can put out content on TikTok, which was just reinstated today. So if you're a TikTok fan, I think that's awesome. I don't want to see TikTok shut down. I love that platform, and I think it's an incredible way to do short form video, to get your dopamine fix by scrolling. You got to be careful you don't fall into that scroll hole for too long on TikTok, but it is a tremendous opportunity to grow your social media following. And that can translate into other social media avenues or companies, right? But where was I with this? So essentially, you have to start producing some content and learn how to attract people to you, but you have to have a system. So if you're just making TikTok videos, or you're just making YouTube videos, or you're doing Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels, any of these short form videos, that's cool. You're going to get subscribers, you're going to get followers doing that. But how are they going to find out how they can work with you? How are they going to learn more about if they're subscribed to you or they're following you and they love your journey and they would just die to be able to spend time with you and work with you? But you don't have a website and you don't have a funnel and you don't have a means of getting them to follow along that path of understanding what they could do to earn extra income and work with you. So that's really where it comes in, is you have to have a good website or funnel. I've tried personally to make websites and funnels. I'm okay at it. And I would expect that most people are not going to be good at it. It's actually a skill. It takes a lot of effort. You have to have an artistic eye. You also have to understand the mindset of somebody going through a website and leading them down a path. There's a lot to it. And the average person does not have the ability to be able to go out and professionally make a successful website or sales funnel. Now, I have learned through my marketing agency that the things that I'm not good at, I need to hire somebody to help complement. And that's where it gets really cool. I've been working with some different web designers and some funnel designers, and I'm starting to revamp the stuff that I have that I've personally built, have them clean it up, make it better, and continue adding to the system that I have, which is all designed around helping other people like me who are really interested in being marketers, but also really interested in having freedom. For me, freedom is everything. I do not like being locked down and having a job 9 to 5 because it just doesn't give me the ability to do the things that I like to do. Yes, I have a job right now, and I am incredibly grateful for that job because it has helped me immensely. I've learned a ton through that in that sales opportunity. But I also spent about 6 years fully self-employed through network marketing. Now, that was quite the experience. During the year of COVID in 2020, I actually got up every day. I went for a run or went to the gym, whatever it was I did for exercise. And then I went and I played 9 holes of golf. I had a golf membership that summer, and I played golf almost 6 days a week on average for that entire summer. And it was absolutely incredible. It was like my dream life. That's the type of life that I want to live and that I think humans were designed to live. When you go and do what you love and then you come back and do some work. So my schedule was I would get up, I would do some exercise, I would do a little bit of work, I would set up my day, I would get a list of things that I need to do, and then I would go golfing and I would come back and I would work for another 2 or 3 hours. And you'd be surprised if you actually sat down and focused how much you can accomplish in 2, 3, 4 hours a day. Dan Coe talks about that all the time. If you guys are not following him on YouTube, I highly recommend checking out his channel. I'm probably going to be talking about him a lot right now because I'm reading his book, The Art of Focus. It's absolutely mind-blowing, and I'm really enjoying this book. So you could also check that out, order that. I think it's on Amazon. I'll toss a link down below for anybody that wants to get that. But the idea is that I love this industry. I love network marketing. And the reason for that is that it gives ordinary people the ability to have extraordinary lives. It gives you the ability to make a substantial amount of money if you do it right and you have the right things in place. And the freedom that that gives you is almost unmatched in any other industry. I've had people on my team over the last 12 years who got sick, and they were able to retain their income where it even grew at times while they were dealing with taking care of themselves, taking care of an ill spouse. There's been deaths in the family where somebody had to go on a little bit of a hiatus to clear their head. There's also been distributors on my team who've passed away and were able to leave their legacy, the business that they built, for somebody else to start working on, which is really cool. And in traditional business, a lot of times you can make good money, but it requires an awful lot of work. So to get back on track here, the idea of this is for me to be creating a system that not only I can use and I kind of stress test as I'm going, but then also have the ability for you guys to take advantage of the stuff that I'm learning and implement it into your own businesses. If you're not in a network marketing company, then I invite you to check it out. Come follow my funnel into my Facebook group and learn a little bit more about what I'm doing with this. But in general, I know that it's really difficult for somebody who doesn't have a lot of marketing experience to build these things out. So I want to give you the tools so you can actually get this stuff built out for you, and you don't have to worry about the stuff that you don't understand. You can go on doing the stuff that you're really good at, and that's creating great social media content, attracting people to you because you have an attractive personality, which is why you love network marketing, because it really complements who you already are. And I want to help you guys do that. So to wrap this video up, the whole idea is that you have to create content and you have to attract people to you. The systems of network marketing of the yesteryear, traditionally, they say, go talk to your friends and family, tell them what you're doing, ask them to join you on the journey. And I think if you are confident in the company that you are in and you enjoy the products, there's a reason you join that company. personally, for me, I think every person in the world needs to be on our flagship product. It is completely game-changing medical breakthrough, in my opinion. So I'm going to tell everybody about that, regardless of whether they want to join my business or whether I want them to join my business, because there's people that I'll talk to that I do not want to work with them, but I still want to give them the benefit of a better health and feeling better and being more productive, all these things. But you cannot rely on your friends and family to be the ones that take you to the level that you need to get to quit your job and to go beyond that. Think of it this way. This is my favorite example of a situation like this. As I came from the restaurant industry, so it just makes a lot of sense to me. If you're going to open up a restaurant, they do something called a soft launch. That soft launch is where the owner invites friends and family from the community to come on a night that the restaurant is closed for a private dinner to test the restaurant, essentially. It tests the kitchen to make sure that they are able to put out the plates and the meals the way that they're supposed to look. It tests all the electronics to make sure that the printers are working for the bartenders to get the drink orders from the servers, and that it's printing checks properly, and that the taxes are applied correctly, and all these little things that go into it. Until you do a live day, you don't really know what's broken yet. That's how you should look at your friends and family in this industry. You should say, hey, I'm doing something. I think this is a great opportunity. I'd love to have you. But if you don't want to do it, that's cool. And it's nice to give them that out. It's nice to tell them, I don't need you to do this with me because I'm going to do it anyways, and I'm going to find a way to be successful. But I think this is a really good opportunity. And if you're like me and you're looking for something different, then this is something that you could do and we could do it together. It's great to give people that out and say, if you're not interested, that's completely cool. I'm not going to bug you about this. I just want you to know what I'm doing. You talk to your friends and family, and that's like your soft launch. That's where you get your practice. That's where you cut your teeth. If you've never done sales, it gives you the opportunity to get some rejection, see how that feels, to sign up a few customers, to get some people on the product, to get testimonials in your life. Like my mom and stepdad had great testimonials with the product, and it really built my belief in the company. So that's what you use the friends and family for. Not use, but that's how you that's how you talk to them, right? And then after that, you have to have a way to bring more leads to you, more people into your circle. And hopefully, if you're doing it right, you're bringing people into you that are looking for an opportunity. They are looking to make a change in their life, and they resonate with you because you are kind of like them. So I'm not looking for people that aren't like me. I would like to have a group of people that love golf, that want to travel, that like dogs, that enjoy being outdoors more than indoors. I'm looking for people like me. And as you attract those people to you, you'll have a system that you can plug them into so they can actually have predictable success. And that's what it's all about. I want to give you the ability to have predictable success in your business. So if you guys are interested in that and you want to follow along with the journey, like I said, I am just putting this all together right now. It's real exciting. Looks like my computer screen has changed, but we're going to roll with it anyways. Follow the link below. There's going to be something in the description and in pinned comment where you can join my Facebook group and you can come and enjoy the journey with me as I am figuring this all out. I am hiring people to help build these things out who are also going to be available to help build things out for you. I think it's going to be a really fun system once we have it all put together. I envision doing group retreats, kind of like the conventions they do in network marketing, but a lot less training and a lot more fun and a lot more team building and in warm places as opposed to some of the colder climates that we go to sometimes for these big conventions. I want it to be more fun. I want to build community. That's what I really love. The bartender in me, I just love being around people. I love building community. So if that's something that you're into, come check it out. Come over to the Facebook group. You might be the 10th person in it, right? It's brand new. I just started it a few weeks ago, but I'm excited to have you. So thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me today. If this information is interesting to you and you want to learn more, subscribe. I'm going to be putting these videos out every single week. And if you don't mind, hit that like button. It really helps me get my message out. So thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.